Now, the majority of the protests that have swept across the U.S. have been peaceful. However, vandalism and looting still took place. In Minneapolis, the epicenter of the protests, more than 500 businesses were destroyed. But now the city is rebuilding itself again. Malaysian student Yen Lee, who is currently studying in Minneapolis, shared how volunteers like her have shown an outpouring of love for the city by cleaning up the mess left behind by the carnage. Volunteers have been flooding the streets to clean up the burned-out husk of businesses torched in the last few days, even though protests have entered its 12th day.
There are still protesting going around and during the day too, but I think things are starting to get better in terms of rioting and looting and causing building damages on the streets. I think the streets have really felt a lot of love from the community during the time when I was cleaning up. I saw so many people. Like, there were a lot of people. It was overwhelming. Like, sometimes you would have to keep walking down the streets to find areas that would need more people. Or sometimes, you know, if you went too late in the day, most of the areas were already cleaned up, which they clean up really fast because there was an overwhelmingly amount of people that was coming to help.
When the rioting and looting broke out, overnight, the local community was able to organize various cleanup and donation drives. During the cleanup process, the community also made sure everybody involved practiced sanitary measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
It was very, very heartwarming. I was very impressed, and it really gave me a sense of hope, because when I was just staying at home before, I actually went out to look at the situation. I only saw pictures and I saw news, like the news online, and I just felt like really sad. It was just sad to see this beautiful area being burnt down, and I mean, like, it would be sad to see it anywhere.
Lee said it was important to show that the city was not just about violence and protests, as there is also love, care, and those willing to help rebuild Minneapolis. Local media has reported 530 businesses were vandalized, looted, or had doors and windows smashed, most of them in the central business district of the city.